Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about tonight patience. Yesterday, I spoke on love, and the night before, consistency. So let's talk about it with YouTube. Patience is another character that we need to have when it comes to YouTube and when it comes to anything that you deal with is patience. How do I know? Because that's what the Lord is teaching me. Patience, honey. I've dealt with patience and have been dealing with patience for some time now. And yeah, patience is a must. It's a as it say in the Bible, patience is a virtue, meaning like a standard, certain type of standard that you have to have. I mean, you have to have patience in a lot of things, especially when it comes to YouTube. Having patience with YouTube can take some time to get adjusted to it, rather, in whatever it is that you are doing on YouTube. Especially, patience goes far and deep and wide. As far as your channel, say for instance, me, as far as your channel, your channel to grow in ways where you need views, because you need views more than your subscribers. I'm getting subscribers, and I appreciate that. I'm needing more views though. So patience is another key form of discipline. And come to think of it, we talked about discipline too, didn't we? Or did I mention that already? No, I didn't. I said love, consistency, and then it was discipline. I think it was discipline yesterday I spoke on, and love to be exact. So it's both. They all work like hand in hand. So you definitely have to have patience at anything, especially when you're trying to grow your YouTube. Because this is what I'm talking about. YouTube, this is like a test run for me, and I've been saying this since the time almost that I've gotten on here. You have to be patient. You can't always jump the gun and want something quick to happen, because once you do that, it's like you get very disappointed. um, before your time, before you realize that you got to really put in some work sometimes for YouTube. And speaking of work, YouTube is a good platform to be working as a work at home job, an opportunity, just to get paid to make money. Now, patience, having patience, you have to have patience. But the thing is, when you're doing YouTube, you basically have to like what you do. That's the thing. And the patience is like automatic. But if you get on here just purposely to make money and not even really put your full whole self into it, to be happy with what you're doing, you may not even make it. So, patience is really prominent as well. Um, as they always say, that this world is an instant world. They want everything quick. They want money quick. They want fame quick, fortune quick. No, they want everything quick. And even our food, we want it quick, right? We want it instantly. Pop in the microwave. And nobody wants to do things on the natural note anymore, and raw and uncut and whatnot. And speaking of raw and uncut, it leads me to a lot of the YouTubers that are doing this thing now, and their content is being pushed out because they are raw and uncut. Now, when I say uncut, I don't mean like the vulgar language and being disrespectful and whatnot. Because I came across this guy on YouTube, and There's a title up there. I won't say it because I mean it's probably going around. Everybody will probably see it. And it was prominent because I was curious. I wanted to see what it was that he was saying. Not even 2 minutes after I got on there, he started cursing and carrying on and vulgar language, and I didn't want to hear that. I said, "Oh no, this is not. This is definitely not the channel for me." So titles definitely pique your senses and your curiosity because I know it does for me. So but no, I had to back out of that one because that wasn't it. So but when you're doing this YouTube, you have to be patient. You can't be antsy and wanting things quick because like I said, it's a pop. Is it called a popcorn world? An instant world. They want everything instant. Everything. And when you're when you're wanting things instant, a lot of times you can mess up that way because then you become anxious. Now, the Bible speaks, um, don't be anxious for nothing, but only through prayer and supplication. And that's the time to be anxious when you need in prayer. Be anxious with that. Come to God really quick. That's what it means. And because He wants to hear from you. So that's just an example. But when you're anxious trying to do your YouTube and trying to do things on YouTube, you have to be real settled. You have to be settled down within yourself. But there again, it has to be some type of enjoyment and fulfillment, whatever that you're doing on here on YouTube when you do come on, because that's what allows whatever you do to surface seem like even more. Like the raw uncut thing I was saying about a lot of them coming on here doing the raw and uncut, and that's why I left off at because the uncut part was a negative, kind of condemnation or condensation, right? Condemnation, I think it is something like that. So raw is to be raw is a good thing. That's if you want, depending on what you want, raw out there like that and uncut. 'Cause a lot of people are breaking out, telling their stories, where they live at and how they're living, not where exactly they live at, but how they're living. And I mean, then they do say where, but their state, whatever city that they live in, and what's going on in their life, what has happened in their life, what has happened with their job, losing money, losing their job, either getting fired. They got tired of the job and they wanted to stop and they quit. And I hear people say that too, that it's not good to quit your job when you're doing YouTube. YouTube is like a backup plan for, um, like I had in like I had in the title yesterday about the hustle. It's like a side hustle for the time being while you're working. It can be something that you do on the side, but something joyful. Because I mean, when you're working at a regular job, 9 to 5 job, because it's like you're at a set type of thing. See, when you're on YouTube, you don't have to have a set type of time to work. You can jump on any time and do whatever you want to do. Anytime that you want to do it. It's freedom when you're here on YouTube. To make that money. But when you're on a 9 to 5 job, it's like you're stuck. It's like you're what's the word I can explain for that? Um, it's like you're in a restraint like hole, like what I'm saying, because it's something that's already set to whereas that you have to conform to it. YouTube, you don't have to conform to certain times. You make up your own time. You know what I'm saying? You make up your own schedule. Whatever you want to do, to make money on here, you come on and do it. Make up your own time and schedule to do so. And that's the good thing about that's one of the good things about YouTube and being on to make your money because it's a money maker. Once you get down the road of your views and subscribers, or whatever, and the engagement of your community or whoever that um, likes you or whatever, it'll work for you. Basically, it will work for you. But it's patience. It's having patience. It's not like YouTube is not like when you do have a job and you get paid. Sometimes you get paid weekly through um, a job. You can get paid a day or so for jobs. Some people pay you under the table, as they call it, in your hand, cash. Sometimes you can get paid by a regular job through the week, and then it is up to every 2 weeks, right? Um, now, the comparison with YouTube and the regular job, YouTube, you it can happen for you. It can happen for anyone at any given time, just like that. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Um, it's just different there again for everybody. Always keep yourself positive and your character. People look at your demeanor and your character, and you know it goes a long way. Really goes a long way with your character and whatnot. So you have to have patience though, because like I said, it's not always going to happen just like that. Then at other times, sometimes it very well may happen. It's depending on what kind of content that you're bringing out, what kind of how people engage with you, how they connect with you, how they instantaneously start liking you and your channel. You know what I'm saying? It's like trial and error, but always be patient enough to do what you need to do as far as being on YouTube. You have to, you can't be anxious. You just can't be anxious in doing what it is that you're doing on YouTube, especially when you get impatient. Patience is important because some things can take time, you know. And if you rush it, like I said, sometimes things can go bad. Um, things can just just mess up. Period. Things don't be right all the time when you don't take your time with it. Um, it becomes a mess. You can make a mess of things when you're not patient enough. You know, God has been working on me and dealing with me with that a lot. Being patient as well, because patience pays off. It's just like, for instance, he has he's over us, right? God is over all. And if you jump the gun by him knowing the plans that he already has for us and for our lives, if you jump the gun and he tell you that's a figure of speech. I'm sorry to cut that out, of course, but if you jump time, I should say, that meaning above God or before God, if you move before him, like I said, you're messing up his plans for your life. You can go in a certain manner where we can't see where we're going, but because he has the blueprint, as they say, in the plan before you. If you take off before that blueprint and that plan is finished or put together, um, we can mess up and put ourselves somewhere where we shouldn't be. You understand what I'm saying? Different things can happen. It's in different situations. It's depending on whatever the situation is. It does not matter what. But if we go ahead, especially if we say we follow Christ, these are the followers that understand that, right? And but it's a simple thing, period, altogether. But if you're going ahead of something, period, and something's already set, and then God don't even have to be in the picture if whoever is not, not a believer, right? Not saved or not a follower of Christ. But if you go before what is already set before you and go before time, you can mess up. So it's good to be patient and stand still, as the Bible says, and see the salvation of God's hand, right? Um, yeah, so that's very much important because I've been really learning that. At A lot of times I did not get that, and then sometimes I didn't get it because I didn't want to get it. But when I finally caught hold of it, and I said, "Okay, Lord, I'll wait. I'll be patient and wait," because I mean, it's like when you get out there and you make a move, like a premature move ahead of time, and you bump your head, you end up bumping your head, and and if you bump your head and you bump yourself backwards, and it's like it's happening because you're forcing yourself to do something at the wrong time, and it shouldn't be like that, right? So like I said, he's been dealing with me with that, and I've been learning how not to do that, how not to go before the Lord when he said wait, wait on the Lord. He said wait, I say, he said on the Lord. Yep. So sometimes we have to be patient, staying still, and and wait. Because sometimes we can, like I said, move too fast and mess the plan that is already set before us up. Some things are not the right timing. Say, for instance, somebody wanted to move, right? And you move before the time is already set for you, before the house is already prepared and straight. Because somebody's either a house or something could be built, or it could be needing inspection or something like that. Just like buying a home, like for mortgage or something like that, right? Um, it's a process that you go through, and like far as the what do you call it? It's a inspection. It's an inspection that you have to have sometimes that is put in place um, in the countdown of the time that mortgage that is supposed to be the house is supposed to be settled on, right? And closed on. And you can't jump the gun and get in there and grab that key anyway until everything is done. Now, that might not be a for an example of it, but if you already have those keys and you get in there before time, before everything is fixed up, when you get in there, something might cave in or something might break down while you're even in there because first of all, it was premature with you moving in there. You don't even know what needed to be done because the sellers didn't come back and get in contact with you yet to even let you know what the deal was. You know what I'm saying? Before you decide to even step foot in the door of that house, right? So you have to be careful um, and be patient because patience is a must at any time. Being patient, you can't be impatient, and that's like one of the fruits of the spirit because that's the way God's character is. He's very patient. He's very patient with us when we want what we want at the time in the moment, and we feel as though that we need to have it. Then instantly, and all the time, instantly is not the time um, for you to have it when you want it, right? So we always have to learn how to wait, wait for time. And in heaven, God does not have any time, right? So to be honest, we shouldn't have time here. We shouldn't even worry about time here. Like I said, when you're on YouTube, it should be a joyful and a uh, um, um, exciting and happy moment in time when you're doing the things that you're doing on here. Because a lot of people have hobbies and different things of that nature. They have talents. So if you like whatever that you do, you're able to do it really well. And this is a good platform to do that because there are, I say it every night, almost billions of people that are around the world and they love to watch content. And I know I'll be glued to my tube, right, watching other people. But it's so many interesting people in the world and their talents and whatnot that they have and whatnot. Even yourself. A lot of times you God give you talents and things of that nature, and we don't even know what type of talent that we really even acquire. Really, we don't know what we have. We really don't. but he does. But yeah. So this is a journey where you can't get too quick to see some type of what do you call it? Oh my goodness, I lost words again. And I saw the time. That's why I'm trying to hurry up. You can't get too quick just to want to see change real quick. Fast change, quick movement. You can have that positivity that it's going to happen. There's nothing wrong with that, and keep speaking it because that's what we do. Speak life, because there again, life and death lies in the power of your tongue. So whatever you speak positivity always. Getting off this video, we come back on again tomorrow, and I want you to know to if you're watching, turn your bell on. Turn the bell on. I'm sorry, the bell beside the subscribe button. So whenever I upload, you won't miss it. You'll get my notification. That's what it's called. Um, as I'm uploading, and you can jump on right away. So there again, tell a friend to tell another friend and a friend and another friend to come and watch. And I'll be back on here as well. Another day. Good day.